let's look at a giant there. Tata Motors is going to be the one that will have a demerger that is kicking in on October 1st, renaming to Tata Motors PV Limited and spinning off its commercial vehicles business also into TML commercial vehicles. In fact, Puneet is joining in to give us a little bit more detail about the two updates. First things first, Puneet, let's take a look at Tata Motors in terms of the demerger.
Well, definitely, it is a key update to say the least, because we have seen key managerial persons being appointed. We've also seen what will happen with the company as well. So, company is currently named Tata Motors Limited, that's well known, but that will be renamed Tata Motors Passenger Vehicle Limited post the demerger. They've also announced a series of key managerial personnel change as well as the demerger, which will be now effective from October 1st to 2025. Now, since last year when the demerger was announced, the company started to, in terms of the accounts, report separately in terms of both the verticals, and that will now formally take place. We've now seen essentially in terms of key managerial personnel changes, Shailesh Chandra, who currently heads the Tata Motors passenger vehicle as well as the electric vehicle arm of the company as well, being named as the additional director, MD, as well as CEO of Tata Motors. He will subsequently be the MD and CEO of Tata Motors Passenger Vehicle Limited. This is effective for a period of 3 years starting October 1st of 2025 till October 2028. He's also mentioned that he'll continue to head the Tata Motors electric vehicle arm as well going forward. When you look at the second key update, which is the resignation of Girish Wagh as the executive director, as well as the key managerial persons at Tata Motors, that's largely because of him moving into Tata Motors Commercial Vehicle Limited. He will be, the CEO. He will essentially join the board of the company as well as become the CEO as well as the managing director effective October 1st of 2025. Subsequently, because of this, we've seen a resignation of Mr. PB Balaji, who is the current group CFO of the company as well, and that will be effective of November 17th of 2025. Why this date is important is because he will be moving on to a larger role as the CEO of Jaguar and Land Rover from the similar date as well. So that's a key update, because you will have the first Indian CEO in Mr. PB Balaji of Jaguar and Land Rover. Finally, in terms of the CFO role, which will now be empty, Mr. Dhiman Gupta will be the CFO as well as the key managerial person. He has been very vocal in terms of the passenger vehicle arm of the company during conference calls. So the transition should be transitionary as well. When you look at the fifth one, Sudha Krishnan is appointed a non-executive independent director, and largely 2 to 3 people have resigned in the same role as well. When you finally look at, these are some of the key updates essentially for Tata Motors Limited, and October 1st will be the day to watch out for.
Well, absolutely, Puneet, but while we're talking about key updates and while you're with us, tell us about the JLR cyber attack as well, because there are some updates that we're monitoring on that front as well.
Well, definitely, the key update right now is that the UK government has come out with a financial package to support its suppliers of Jaguar and Land Rover. Now, this comes in largely because of a cyber attack that happened on 31st of August of 2025, and essentially paralyzed the production of JLR in its UK operation, which is its main manufacturing plants. Now, this was subsequently looking to have a huge impact on all of its suppliers, which have almost 100% of its revenue coming from JLR. And since the production was impacted, payments were likely delayed to these suppliers as well. So the UK government has now announced a financial package, and they will be looking at giving a loan guarantee essentially to Jaguar and Land Rover. Subsequently, this will unlock roughly £1.5 billion on its supply chain and ease a lot for its suppliers going forward. They've also mentioned that this was announced essentially by the business secretary of the UK government and follows his visit to JLR as well as supply chain manufacturer Webasto last week as well. JLR directly employs roughly 34,000 people in all of its plants in UK, and also has roughly 120,000 people indirectly via its supply chain for Jaguar and Land Rover, which were impacted because of this move as well. Now, JLR is the largest supply chain in the UK, and has huge employments there as well. So this was a key update which was awaited last week. Some of its facilities in the digital space has now come back on stream as well. So that'll be the other thing to watch out for if production resumes from October 1st week as well.